What up, Games Fans here, and welcome back to Frontline 2 Exilium. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue the story here. A burst of static comes through the comms, followed by screams, cries, and a man's desperate voice pleading for help. Help! The vehicle suddenly switched to autopilot, and the handbrake's not working. I can't control it. Well, that sounds kind of scary. I mean, first the robots, now even the buses, like especially school buses, man, that's scary. Stay calm. Get everyone in the vehicle. Fasten their seatbelts. Major Fedya and the Special Security Administration team arrive quickly where Leva's group is stationed on the north side. Driver, share the internal camera feed. The projection appears before them. A young woman is stumbling through the vehicle, checking the children's seatbelts. The driver, panicked but determined, keeps trying to tug on the handbrake and blares the horn again and again. Screams echo from down the street. Miss Olga. They're all children. Oh boy. Leva, can you hack in? Already tried, no luck. It's the same old malfunction from Gerard's defective droids. You can't let that bus break through the barricade. All north side units, listen up. Position your vehicles right before the barricade. Stat. Snipers, get ready. Once the runaway vehicle enters range, open... No! Pavel, who has been staring at the footage, suddenly snatches Fedya's communicator. Oh, wait, hold on. You think, his kid isn't there? I just forgot his kid, he mentioned he had one, right? Oh boy, here we go. I mean, I assume the kid is probably fine after this because, afterwards we did get his help for something else. He clutches at the communicator, not knowing what to do with it. What are you doing? I mean, sir, please, think again. At that speed, if you blow a tire, the bus could flip. If it crashes into the site of incident, it'll trigger a chain explosion. Everyone nearby will die. I'm ordering you, give me the terminal. But that's a school bus. It's all kids on that thing. We've got to find another way. Speed bumps or something. Surely we can. It's too fast. There's no time to lay them down. The quickest way is to force an emergency stop right now is to blow the tires. Pavel tries to argue again, but Fedya's patience snaps. He grabs another communicator from his subordinate. Snipers! Once the runway large vehicle enters range, ugh! A heavy fist smashes into Fedya's face, sending the communicator flying. Ew! Pavel grabs Fedya by the collar, shouting so hard his spit sprays all over Fedya's cheek. You what? Don't feed me your gosh darn textbook theory. You himbo dude. Now listen up. That is effing school bus, not a large vehicle. You son of a... I don't have time for this. Fedya struggles to free himself. Both men tumble to the ground as they grapple with each other. The usual stoic major loses composure and roars to his subordinates. I mean, even Pavel too. Like, I feel like this is very much out of character for him. He seemed like so nice before, even like before this event when I did that intertwined assault. But yeah, it does feel kind of weird. Don't just stand there. Follow your orders. Snipers, prepare to fire. The SSA personnel rush to comply. Two others move in to restrain the shouting and cursing Pavel. You mother effers, stop it. Dang it. Wait. A jeep suddenly skids to a halt before them. Rebella leans out from the driver's seat. I can slow it down. Give me 2 minutes. Fedya looks at Leva. 1 minute. My team can do it. If you can't do it in 1 minute, you fire. Deal? You have 1 minute. Leva, Lena, help me set up these speed bumps on the sidewalk. Got it. Rebella, go full throttle. Tell the driver to brace all passengers for impact. Ambulances, stand by. Fire trucks, stand by. Fedya raises his communicator again. What if like this event here, like this, I guess, saving of the bus is how Pavel will like, because of this, he agrees to cooperate with us back in that other event. While Fedya issues orders, Pavel breaks free and jumps into the passenger seat. I'm coming too. Take me with you, Miss Rebella. Alright. Whoa. Bro, look at the art style between Pavel and Rebella here, man. I mean, bro, that's like an entirely... These are like two entirely different games already. You got the realistic Pavel, even looking more realistic here compared to like his normal artwork. And then you got the anime waifu on the right. Dude, like, it feels like you got the modern military shooter guy here, and then you got the anime girl. Rebella slams the pedal, and the jeep roars forward. The careening school bus quickly comes within view. In a flash, they pass it head-on. Rebella jerks the wheel. The tires screech as the jeep spins. It tears forward again, running parallel with the bus. Hold on tight. Rebella slams the accelerator and yanks the steering wheel. Crash! The jeep rams the bus front corner. The bus veers slightly off course. Again! Bang! The bus jolts, swerving more sharply toward the sidewalk, but still it doesn't stop. The 1 minute mark is approaching fast. Let me! 3, 2, 1, hit it! I can't, like, not laugh at Pavel, man. Bro, his face is so detailed. You can see, like, the wrinkles, the texture in the skin. It's like, looking at these two, man, it's funny. Pavel grips the wheel with her, forcing it to hard. The jeep slams the bus again, even harder. Don't let go of the gas! With Pavel's help, the jeep grinds against the bus's side, pushing it toward a curb. The bus barrels through a line of market stalls, crates, and tarps wedging under the tires. Finally, it begins to drop. Using the brief delay, Leva's team finishes setting up the speed bumps. While under Fedya's command, the SSA vehicles form solid rows in front of the barricade. Stop! You mother effer! Stop! The spikes in the speed bumps puncture the tires. The bus slows even more, but not completely. Rebella, pull out. All non-essential personnel, fall back. Snipers, reposition. Aim for the rear tires. Do not fire without command. Dunk. The bus slams into the first row of vehicles. The second row, the third. The vehicle are all shoved aside as the bus plows forward. Fedya watches the speedometer readings drop. His face tight. Finally. Fire! The bullets hits their marks. The tires burst. Rubber shredding. The metal rim scraping sparks across the asphalt. When the bus finally hits the last row of vehicles at the barricade, it stops. Everyone exhales at once. Fire trucks! At Fedya's orders, the fire trucks surround the bus, extinguishing every flame. Alina! Yeah, that's what I thought. Pavel rushes forward and helps the rescuers pry open the warp door. The door gives way, and the cries of children come pouring out. Alina! Where are you? Papa's here to save you! Papa? Pavel spots his little girl trapped in the seats. Papa, I'm scared. The driver and the young teacher are both unconscious. The little girl peers up at Pavel through tears. Her arms are wrapped protectively around a smaller child next to her. Don't be afraid. Papa's here. Papa's with you. Pavel smashes the window. He pulls his daughter and the younger child free and hands them to Rebella waiting outside. Miss Rebella, please take care of her for me. I will. After helping the paramedics escort everyone out of the vehicle, Pavel finally jumps down himself and looks around for Rebella and Alina. Rebella is standing on the sidewalk, holding Alina in her arms. Alina's injuries aren't serious. The paramedics have already given her basic treatment. When Alina sees Pavel emerge, she waves frantically. Papa! Alina! Pavel hurries over, takes Alina from Rubella's arm, and carefully looks over her. Once he's sure she's fine, he tugs her tightly. Thank heavens. Oh, thank heavens. Relief floods through him, and his legs give out. Still holding his daughter, Pavel sinks to the curb. Don't worry. Your daughter's condition isn't serious. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Rubella. Don't mention it. The doctor still recommends taking her to the hospital for a more thorough exam, but Alina was worried about you and refused to get in the ambulance. This kid. Papa's fine. Be a good girl and go to the hospital, alright? Okay. Come on, Alina. Say thank you to Miss Rubella. Thank you, Miss Rubella. You don't need to thank me. It's your father who saved everyone. Papa has always been a big hero. Always been a big hero. Just kids talk. Miss Rubella, don't mind her. That's not true. Mama said so. Papa went to war to protect our home and our country. Realizing there's no dodging the subject, Pavel scratches his head awkwardly. Yeah. I used to serve in the Neo-Soviet forces. That's actually how I met my wife on campaign. I was lucky and managed to survive the war. Later, I brought my wife and Alina's elder sister to settle down near Odessa. After saving up a little money, we finally had Alina. It can't be easy raising 2 kids in a green zone. Does PMC work really pay that well? With the danger around the school bus fully cleared, Neva walks over. Pavel instantly switches back to his smooth-talking demeanor. He tries to stand, but his legs buckle, and he drops back down. No. Please don't get the wrong idea, ma'am. Our company is honest and fully legitimate. Our boss doesn't have a single bad record. It's alright. We're just auxiliary dolls. We don't do audits. Yeah, we're just asking out of curiosity, and please, call us by our names. Pavel glances around, then sighs in relief. Whew, good thing I came back. I'd never be at ease leaving my wife and kids to live here alone. I thought this job would be easy money, but it turns out even the green zones are messy these days. But at least it's better than fighting monsters and bandits in the yellow zones. Your job sounds dangerous. Does your wife worry? Of course she does, but what can we do? It pays better. Besides, if I hadn't had combat experience from the contamination zones, I probably wouldn't even have been qualified for this job. I really envy you government folks though. Pavel glances toward the Special Security Administration personnel. Major Fedya is directing them as they move the erected vehicles aside. Educated people like them. Even when they're angry, they don't curse, and even when covered in dust, their uniforms still look clean and sharp. Then why didn't you stay in the army? That's still serving the government. Well, Miss Rubella, you work in the green zone most of the time, right? Recently, yes. Then you've seen the railway corps, you know. Pavel looks around furtively and lowers his voice. The remnants of after the Neo-Soviet hardliners fell. Since they were reorganized into the railway corps, we've had little contact. Exactly. These folks working at the SSA have it much better than them. Some of the railway corps are worse off than even those private outfits these days. We all serve to protect the country, yet the ones who fought instead of studying ended up with nothing. You think it's not fair? I'm not that resentful. Who could have known things would have turned out like this? I just hope no one ever has to fight another war again. Hey, ma'am, Miss Leva, you and the Major get along, right? We have a normal working relationship, I guess. Then, could you do me a favor? Maybe talk to him for me. Just now. I doubt the Major cares enough to hold a grudge, or has the time to. But fine, let's go. You have to see this conversation now. You think Fedya's like pissed off, or do you think he's like, at least it worked out in the end? Pavel follows Leva to Major Fedya. Major Fedya, can we have a moment of your time? What is it? Fedya looks as cold and impassive as ever. Major, I'm sorry about before. My kid was on the bus. I panicked. Please, Pavel pats himself down, then pulls out a crumpled pack of cigarettes. Don't be mad. Here, have one? You can have it. But if this happens again, I'll charge you with obstructing official duties. It won't, I swear. It's all the Gerard group's fault anyway. If not for those dudes, Odessa wouldn't be like this, and you wouldn't have to work so hard, Major. It was just an accident. Huh? Odessa owes much of its peace and prosperity to Gerard's contributions. At Fedia's defense of the company, Pavel's expression darkens, but he swallows his anger. What keeps Odessa peaceful? That's not so easy to say. I don't know how you see it, Major. See peace, Major, but for us civilians, peace means the family can live steady, ordinary lives. Do you think this counts as a peace? Of course, everyone's got their own opinion. You studied a lot more than me. You considered things from a wider perspective, I'm sure. Noticing Fedia's face tightening, Pavel quickly tries to smooth things over. Don't mind me, Major. My team and I will keep assisting the PSA and follow every order. PSC will take it from here. Your work today is done. Fedia glances briefly at Alina. You can go now. You'll get your next assignment tomorrow. Fantastic. Thank you, Major. Come on, Alina. Say goodbye to the Major. No, he's got a mean face. And he said nice things about the awful Gerard group. He's just as... The ambulance is here. Come on, Alina. Let's get you checked again. Pavel abandons all subtleties and clamps a hand over Alina's mouth. He scoops her up, nods hurriedly to the others, and rushes off. Mr. Pavel is a neo-Soviet veteran. It wasn't easy for him to survive the war. His experiences are different from yours, Major. Are you implying that because I didn't fight in the war, I can't understand what he's saying? What Rebella means is that the rules were different then and now. She's just gently asking you to not take Pavel's words personally. I didn't. Our next mission just came in. We'll take the train to the next satellite city tonight at 7. Got it. Looks like it'll be a while before order can be restored in Odessa. Come on, Rebella. Let's go find Sopo and Alva. Alright. And that should be it. Yep, there we go. Alright. Let's keep on going, man. Uh-oh. Another battle already? Yeah, that was very interesting. You know, we got to see more about Pavel. You know, I first met him in that Intertwined Assault, which, you know, that story takes place after, like what you guys said, after this story here. So, yeah, it's nice to see, like, you know, why he was willing to cooperate during that event. But yeah, he's a nice character, you know, just wants to protect his family and child. Like, yeah, he has his own opinions on things, but, you know, he just wants the best for, you know, his family and stuff. There we go, that was nice. Oh, that was just a battle only, okay. Well, you're gonna brush things off really fast. Another battle already? Okay. Things are moving fast in this video. Okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering where the story's gonna go now. Like, where is it gonna take place? Because right now it just feels very, you know, on the slowdown. Maybe it's to build up character for, what's his name? For Fedia. Because right now we're just spending time with him. A few days later, after confirming that her location is secure, Kalina connects to the comms. The dolls appear on screen. Miss Callan, long time no see. Long time. You've been away from Odessa for barely half a month. But it feels like forever. I miss you, Callan. You're just as happy following Liba around. You've probably forgotten all about me. No, I haven't. Alright, I'll stop teasing. With the emergency response efforts in the past few days, the chaos in Odessa has mostly subsided. I just received the word that the Oblast security risk level has officially returned to the safe range. Good work, everyone. That's something to celebrate. But honestly, you don't even need to say it. The Gerard group already rushed out a special feature on Odessa News. Information sure reaches Rurik fast, huh? Not just fast, but accurately to boot. If he can arrange media coverage so quickly, It means he's got the news much earlier. That's not something a regular legislator could pull off. Someone's feeding him information. It's gotta be him. That major with the bureaucrat stink all over him. His attitude is a bit strange for an informant of Rurik's. Hmm? What's so strange about it? Every time we make a move, Rurik knows right away. There were things that only he and Zimmerman knew about. But according to you, Zimmerman's supposed to be Rurik's rival, right? It wouldn't make sense for him to leak info to his competition, no? Imagine that. You're like, I know it's like, you know, Fedia's the one like doing the information leaking, but imagine if that's how like we get a twist with Zimmerman, and that's how he kind of looks evil in that intertwined assault event. I'm guessing what Robella means is that with Major Fedia's rank and ability, it could have gone much harder if he wanted to. But yeah, like, I'm not sure how that would work, you know, him being evil by feeding him information, unless like he falsified it to make him, you know, do something that he wants. Exactly. The automaton malfunction aside, we've had allegations mounted against us multiple times, and Fedia's Special Security Administration was always leading the investigation. If he truly wanted the non-military forces administration out of the picture, he could have easily manufactured more damning evidence. But he has been obstructing us in other ways. Those illegal armed droids were released too easily. That's not something a small security department could pull off. And when we were mislabeled as suspects, wasn't it he who keeps stalling and delaying the process? Besides, the Gerard's group have been running Odessa for years. I don't believe they've kept their hands that clean all this time. I know. Maybe he's conflicted. I really don't think someone from Odessa would hesitate to side with Gerard. The protesters who took to the streets all calmed down and went back to their lives once the crisis ended and the compensation rolled in. But maybe it's because he's from Odessa that he's conflicted. You think so? Based on my past interactions with the Major, I must say I've come to the same conclusion as Ravella. Major Fedia doesn't hold an entirely hostile attitude towards us. However, he is most definitely the one feeding intel to the Gerard group. For now, we should remain on our guard. Right. Apart from that, there's something else that's been bothering me lately. Huh? There's more? Yes, honestly, I was surprised too. While sorting out through personnel recently reassigned to us, I found that their ELID infection rates has gone up. If they're PMC operators, maybe it's because of the recent missions involving contamination zones. No, the personnel from the Railway Corps too. Is the data reliable? Could it be a screening error? We can't verify it yet. After the Gerard automatons went rogue, most functioning checkpoints were damaged, so inspections, record keeping, and tracking all shifted to manual processing. It hasn't been easy to trace. Then what do you want to do next, Callan? On one hand, the data's reliability is uncertain. On the other, if we announce this prematurely, Odessa might fall back into chaos just as it's recovering. After discussing the matter, the Oblast government has decided to isolate and treat all confirmed ELID patients at a single facility in ODE-01, the coastal satellite city. So wait, can I see that again? Is this the one where, you know, people were infected? Yeah, the ELID infection rate has gone up. I think this is it. This might be the start of the whole thing in the intertwined assaults with the, you know, people getting sick. Leva, I want you to lead the dolls there to investigate. Major Fidya will accompany you. That arrangement wasn't your idea, was it? No, but refusing wasn't an option. Still, maybe this could be a chance to make Major Fidya finally choose a side. Let's hope so. We'll depart tomorrow. Alright, I'm counting on you. Wait, what is it? Now that the unrest is over, I need to resume my own assignment. I won't be joining your investigation. Huh? We're splitting up again already? Alva, you better keep in touch. I might have to change my comms ID frequently. Don't make it hard for her. We're in 404. We in 404 do the same thing, don't we? But at least we have internal channels. Once things settle down, I'll give you my new number. Great. Then you take care too, Alva. Say hi to the others for me. Alright. You all be careful out there. Don't worry, we will. And that's it. Alright, now we're going by pretty fast with these cutscenes. I guess that's one thing I kind of noticed is that maybe at least with this Deep Oblivion event where the first parts are like really slow, but then it does pick up with the battles and cutscenes at least. The jeep drives across the sea bridge. Sitting in the back seat, Sopo leans her head against the open window, happily letting the ocean breeze hit her face. Brr. Sopo, get back inside. You'll cause an accident. Huh? Can't hear you. It's where we get to cross the sea. Let her have her fun. I'm keeping an eye on the road. With that, Leva smoothly changes lanes, bringing the vehicle closer to the ocean's edge. ODE-07 isn't just near the sea. It's an island, huh? It's not common to build a satellite city on one. Is there something special about it? You could say it's lucky. It used to be just a small island near Odessa, but once they discover phosphate mines, it started to grow. According to the data, offshore oil fields were later found nearby too, attracting more investors and job seekers, cargo ships, transport planes, and truck travels between ODE-07 and the other satellite cities every day. I've heard that many of Odessa's supplies come straight from ODE-07's factories. Even that coffee machine that exploded in Major Fedia's office came from here. No wonder they built a sea bridge directly connecting it to Odessa suburbs. Yeah, with the Odessa Bay Bridge, transport costs dropped significantly. Now without it, the only route to Odessa would be by air. And thanks to the bridge, job seekers no longer have to live on ODE-07 itself. Many locals even move to more comfortable satellite cities after getting generous relocation compensation from the developers. Living space shrank, its industrial space expanded, so the island's covered in factories now? Pretty much. Most of ODE-07 is taken up by factories, mining sites, and warehouses. 2 years ago, they even did a land reclamation project that expanded usable space by 30%. Wow, a mega industrial hub. Indeed, to ensure a sufficient energy supply that can sustain the city's development and livelihood, the Oblast government built the Selene Solar Tidal Hybrid Smart Power Plant here. Rumor has it that they've been researching new energy resources, and one of their key topics is collapse radiation. Collapse radiation? That's a dangerous field. But just imagine that, man. That means, if we can use that as, like, as energy. I mean, that sounds kind of like limitless, right? Like, I'm not sure how it works in this world if, like, with the whole radiation thing. Like, yeah, I'm not sure, like, I'm thinking back in, like, imagining, like, it was Chernobyl, right? That place has like, was, like, abandoned and has high radiation there. Like, I'm not sure the science behind it, but, like, I'm not sure if you can like even get rid of radiation like that. If not, just imagine like the the energy limitless possibilities there. Or maybe it would also be a good way to like getting rid of something dangerous that people don't want around, so that we can live there, but also using that as energy. Just imagine that. Dangerous, yes, but if it succeeds, Odessa's economy will take another leap forward. The Oblast government would also gain more influence within the UNC. And yeah, I guess you think that also like covers like the storms too, right? Like those, like with those collapse storms, I guess increased radiation out in the wasteland. Like, even if you get rid of it somehow. Like I said, I don't know the science behind that. But yeah, you can just keep on reusing that, man. Wow. Odessa's getting too radical. Aren't the locals scared? If their immediate interests aren't hurt, it's hard for them to care. Before the unrest, they all enjoyed the convenient lifestyle brought to them by Gerard, didn't they? And now that the unrest is over, they'll soon forget it ever happened. Legislator Rurik knows this perfectly well. See how he's been busy showing off his sense of responsibility and deep pockets lately to repair his reputation. Gerard's compensation payments to the residents far exceed standard rates too. But if ODE-07 is an industrial city like Rebella said, why relocate the patients here? Does it even have that many hospitals? We'll find out soon enough. The reception team's waiting for us at the end of the bridge. We'll ask when we get there. Something tells me ODE-07's worse than off than we think. Robella leans against the window and watches the hospital ships glide slowly over the sea. Once they reach the other shore, the dolls see the reception team already reporting to Major Fedya. Oh dear, the Major looks even more glum than usual. Come on, let's listen in. The dolls approach. Fedya doesn't stop them. How could it have gotten this bad? Didn't the safety screenings for returning personnel catch this? We only received the order to admit the patients. Doctors have come from every satellite city, including medical inspectors. They all said the returnees from the yellow zones underwent proper radiation, decontamination, and health checks according to the regulations. Their vitals were all normal at the time, but most of them fell ill a week later, and 25% of them showing ELA progression faster than the average rate. Is that common? Not at all. The only large-scale delayed onset occurred during an extreme weather anomaly. After that, all white zones and key green zone sectors were covered with collapsed radiation filtration grids. Rapid ELID acceleration are usually rare. The number of patients you're reporting already exceeds the total number of reassigned personnel. Has there been secondary spread? Yes. After returning to the green zones, many of them joined the external support units sent to quell unrest. They move frequently between cities, and with the recent automaton failures lowering the number of working detection systems, by the time their symptoms appeared, a secondary spread had already happened. Do you have a projection or treatment plan? More or less, yes. The reception staff projects a set of calculations for everyone to see. My gosh. I see. Please wait a moment. Saying that, Fedya steps away and opens a comms channel. He's reporting this. Don't tell me he's calling that. I doubt he had to do it that blatantly. He's probably just talking to a superior. Might as well contact our own superior as well. Got it, don't worry. Leva ends the call just as Fedya returns. Leva, I just received instructions from my superiors. Personnel from the SSA will be dispatched to other satellite cities to conduct a full inspection of those recently returned from the yellow zones. You and your team will assist the local authorities in maintaining order here in ODE-07 for the time being. At present, all patients are arriving in ODE-07's emergency treatment centers via air and sea routes, then via ground support. You just need to assist the staff at those centers. Understood. I'm leaving this place to you then. Keep in contact. Major Fedya gives each of the dolls a somber look, then calls his subordinates and departs quickly. He's leaving just like that? Isn't he gonna keep an eye on us? The situation doesn't allow it, but that's a good thing. We can now act without restrictions. Everyone, we also have orders from Callan to head to the treatment center immediately, provide necessary assistance, and investigate the cause of the abnormal outbreaks. Alright. Like I said, going by faster now. Yeah, this does seem to be like the start of that whole like an ELID outbreak that we got in that other event. So that's cool to see it like this finally coming in. Guided by the staff, Leva and her team arrive at one of ODE-07's emergency treatment centers. It's a vacant warehouse, hastily converted into a medical facility. Medical personnel hurry in and out, triaging the newly arrived patients according to the stage of their illness, leading them to different sections. No wonder they picked it ODE-07. An island is naturally isolated, and the warehouses are easy to convert. Judging from their uniforms, most of them are PMC members or troops from the railway corps, but soon they might all... We can worry about that later. For now, let's help out. Soko, Lina, you two assist the medics with patient intake. Rebella, you're with me. We're heading over there. Leva points toward what looks like a reception counter, which is essentially a makeshift table made by stacking several supply boxes together. It is covered with electronic devices. Behind the counter, a lone nurse is frantically tapping away at the terminal while being surrounded by impatient patients. Looks like it's time for our technical skills to shine. What's going on? The system just told me to come get my meds. And now you say it's not my turn? One moment, please. The system. Have you found my discharge time? I'm so dizzy I can't remain standing for much longer. The system is running a search. But it's gonna take a while. How long is this gonna take? The patients crowd closer, pressing the poor nurse as she taps at the screen in panic. You're just clicking at random. You'll make the malfunction worse. Rebella stops the nurse's fumbling hands and begins inspecting the terminal. Hey, what's the doll doing meddling here? Shove off! Oh, Leva catches the PMC member's hand before he can touch Rebella. And who are you supposed to be? Don't get in the way. Oh, I agree completely. You're absolutely right. The Non-Military Forces Administration sent us here just to cause trouble after all. With her other hand, Leva flashes her ID. NO MFA's insignia gleams prominently at the top of the badge. NO MFA? I didn't say anything. Oh? Then I must have misheard. Now, would you mind stepping aside? Leva effortlessly sends the restless PMC member away and circles behind the counter. Oh dear, the system is basically paralyzed. Ma'am, is this medical back-end system also developed by the Gerard Group? I'm not really sure. It's what I've been using since I started working here. Looks like we'll have to access level 2 and take a look. Rebella, let's get to work. And this will be the battle. And here we go. Hello? Hello? Do you read me? Alright, comms are clear. Time to start illuminating the system's defense units. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I wonder if I wonder how this will play into the beginning of that intertwined assault. I feel like something on this island is probably gonna play into that, right? They really made a big emphasis on this island being very special. So I wonder with that mention of Groza at the beginning of Intertwined Assault, if we'll see that here. But also too, I thought with the whole Elite stuff, I guess in a way it is by the Gerard Group. They're just trying to not take the blame for it. But I thought that would be used in a way to make Rorik look even way worse. Zimmerman will expose something, but no, it just kind of happened naturally. After a brief check, both Leva and Rebella sign relief. Wait, that's what I think predicted back in the Intertwined Assault event. But yeah, it just happened naturally, like I said. Good thing it's not the same kind of bug that affected Gerard's automatons before. That would have been a nightmare. Right. Looks like the overload came from too many simulations, simultaneous operations, exceeding capacity. Then let's finish this in one go. Oh, was that it? Okay. That was fast. Dang, how much have I done in this one video? I need to count, like, at some point, just how much there is left to this event. I thought maybe this will be as long as the first part, but I feel like we're going by this, like, really fast compared to before. If it's, like, too fast, like, I made sure that I made, like, a lot of, you know, time for this week to upload a lot of this game, but yeah, we'll see. I feel like we're going by pretty fast here. Cutscene. They fixed the malfunction in exit level 2. Try it now. The system should be stable again. Thank you. Sparing no time for words, the nurse dives right back into her work. The PMC member who was causing trouble earlier returns as the dolls finish up. Rebella, Neva, we just finished setting the new batch of patients. Lena and Sopo pushed through the crowd. Following Neva and Rebella, the four gathered around the screen. Vaccination records? This is data we've sorted out while fixing the system malfunction. And why are you looking at that? Since returning personnel's routines check upon entering the green zones didn't show anything unusual, then there are two likely scenarios if they still got sick later. First, they skipped the required vaccination before being deployed to contamination zones or purification zones. I think we kind of saw that too with that one girl, right? In that event. Leaving them unprotected against any infection. They returned during the incubation period and fell ill afterward. Second, they did get the vaccination as required. Didn't get infected during deployment, but later came into contact with an infection source after returning to the green zones. Oh. Sopo nods gravely. Let's hope it's not the latter. Those people are spread across every city in Odessa. If they got infected with the green or even the white zones, Odessa's in real danger. The doctors probably realize that too. That's why they compiled the patient's vaccination records for the past year. I see. So, did the records show anything unusual? Yes and no. What's that supposed to mean? Rebella, explain it to them. I'll go ask the doctor something. Right. Neva walks toward the control station not far away. The PMCs that return from temporary deployment are all officially registered with NOMFA and receive regular health checks. And the Railway Corps, even in decline, are still part of the URNC military, so most of them did receive standard vaccinations. Those who didn't, ironically, are mostly civilians who got caught up in the chaos, but they're few. Kellen did say that the white and green zones, have regular safety inspections, right? Vaccination records are part of those. Then, what did they even mean by yes and no? We found that the vaccine manufacturers and batch numbers differ widely among the patients. Well, we don't know if that had any effect. So we considered a third possibility. These people were vaccinated, but the vaccines didn't provide enough effective protection. I see. So that's why Neva went to consult the doctors. She's back. What did the doctors say? According to them, because Odessa covers such a large area and has many neighboring purification zones, the government established multiple authorized ELID vaccination sites. Each site is allowed to select approved pharmaceutical manufacturers from a government list and purchase vaccines within regulated price ranges to provide local inoculations. But those manufacturers were all licensed by the Oblast government, and the vaccines didn't work. Wouldn't there still be quality checks on the vaccines before they're shipped out? Yes, but given the massive production volume, the governments can only do random inspections. So there is a chance that the vaccines do not meet production standards. Exactly. The problem is, with so many different companies and production lines, pinpointing the faulty batch is extremely difficult. According to the staff we met earlier, some patients' disease progression didn't match typical cases, meaning we can't backtrack infection timing from symptoms, nor can we precisely identify vaccination dates. We can only define a rough range at best. Then what do we do now? Honestly, I don't have a more efficient plan. For now, we'll sort the data, group them by illness stage, and start eliminating possibilities one by one. That sounds like a real chore. Is there really no other way? I wish there were. Before that, though, I want to pay someone a visit. Oh? We've got a contact here in ODE.07, Rubella? You all know him. She brings up an interface and pulls up a medical record. Leva glances at it and lets out a soft whistle as she recognizes the patient's name. Isn't this Mr. Pavel? He's sick too? Uh-oh. According to the records, he was brought in the day before yesterday. He's currently in Ward E of this emergency treatment center. That's where they house patients in relatively good condition. Maybe we can get more information from him, and I'd like to check up on him as well. Let's go see him. The dolls follow the directions to Ward E and find Pavel leaning against the temporary reception desk. He isn't wearing a hospital gown, just an old but clean jacket. Nurse, could you check again? Have my wife's and daughter's test results come out yet? It takes time to process the test reports. Asking 10 times a day won't speed it up. But my own results came out really fast last time. My younger daughter is still little. If there's anything wrong with her, she needs treatment right away. The medical resources are tight right now. Once the results are ready, the system will automatically send them to you and your wife. Please be patient. What? Seeing that Pavel is about to argue further, Leva steps forward and pats him on the shoulder. The wounded from the Gerard automaton incident still haven't recovered, and now the Elid outbreak hits. It's natural for the hospital to be overwhelmed. Don't make things harder for the nurse. Mr. Pavel? Miss Rubella, Miss Leva, and the other doll ladies. What brings you here? We received orders to assist the local authorities, and we found out you were admitted. We came to check on you. And to get a better sense of the situation. Sure, no problem. Actually, I've got something I wanted to report. Let's talk over there. The dolls follow Pavel to the bench by the corridor. As soon as they sit down, he starts rambling. You told me, ladies, how did I come back to just run into this mess? My team and I cooperated fully with the PSA, and a few days later, every one of us fell ill. And your family? I barely got home before we had to run all over the place, all over with the external support squads. My wife and kids haven't shown any symptoms yet, just waiting for the test results. That's good, they'll be fine. This homecoming's been a disaster. Pavel rubs his head in frustration. The Yellow Zone mission got suspended, so my pay's gone down in the drain. I thought I'd use the break to visit my family, but I barely got to see them, and now I might have even infected them. Luckily, those garbage Gerard droids in the satellite town they're living in have stopped acting up. Otherwise, there's no way I'd have left behind to come stay at the hospital myself. You said that you had something to report. What is it? Huh? Oh, Miss Leva, look. When we were tested before entering the green zone, we were all perfectly healthy, but once we came back, we all got sick. What does that tell you? It means there's something wrong in Odessa. Someone's got to investigate. And? And? What do you mean by and? Isn't that serious enough? It is rather serious. How are you feeling now? He's talking too much. He's clearly fine. Sopo. I'm alright. My symptoms aren't bad. The first couple of days were rough, but I'm much better now. Some of my colleagues still can't even stand though. When Elid gets bad, people go crazy. Let me tell you, Miss Rubella, back when I was in the Yellow Zone, before you went to the Yellow Zone, did you get vaccinated? Seeing Pavel to go off on a tangent again, Eva quickly cuts in. Of course I did. On schedule? More or less. More or less. Well, you know, in the Yellow Zone, missions sometimes have tight deadlines, so I might have gotten my jab a few days late, but that isn't a common occurrence, I swear. But according to your vaccination record, you got every dose on time. Well, you get fine if you're late, as long as it's just a short delay. It doesn't cause issues. As for the records, you can fudge them a little. I see. Then do you know which manufacturer made the vaccine you received? What? Which manufacturer? The usual chatty Pavel grows hesitant under Leva's calm questioning, his eyes darting nervously. Just then, one of Pavel's co-workers happens to walk by. Yo, Pavel, chatting again? You're even bragging about your old army stories to dolls now? Watch your mouth. These ladies are from NOMFA. They even saved my daughter before. Oh. Don't mind him, Miss Leva. He was with another support squad, so he hasn't met you all before. It's fine. We weren't finished talking about the vaccine. Vaccine? The co-worker's expression stiffens for an instant before he slaps his forehead theatrically. Oh dang, I nearly forgot. Pavel, the boss just sent a message, online meeting, ASAP. He came to get you. Ladies, our boss has no patience. Pavel and I really gotta hurry. If you got questions, we can talk later, right? Alright, you've learned enough for now. Thank you both for your cooperation. Then we'll be off. Thanks again for stopping by. Once I'm discharged, please come visit us at our place. We'll see about that. Miss Robilla, my wife and I are truly grateful. Thank you for saving Alina. Don't mention it. Pavel nods and leaves with his co-worker. The dolls watch their backs disappear down the corridor. He sure can talk, but he didn't actually tell us anything useful. He wasn't telling the truth. Yeah. Huh? Didn't you see his co-worker's reaction? They're definitely hiding something about the vaccine. We'll have to find another way to make him talk. Eva's face hardens as she looks toward the direction Pavel went. Understanding her intent, Mabella steps in front of her. I'll handle it. Oh, I'd say I'm the better interrogator here. You're too soft, Robella. I won't be. I'll find another chance to talk to him myself. There's something else I need to confirm with him too. The two lock eyes for a moment until Leva finally shrugs and smiles again. Alright. Good to see you this motivated. But tonight is all you've got. You don't have much time left. Alright. And that is it for this video. We've done like a lot. I'm kind of curious how much is left, because... yeah, we've done like a lot already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. I think we... yeah, pretty much like if both videos here were like, you know, the previous video and this one here were like the same amount of the stories, like they were like divided in half. Yeah, we're pretty much almost to halfway point. So yeah, I think we're still pretty much on track. I just like to, you know, keep track of things of like how I upload my content. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to finish up the story here this week. But or maybe not. No, I did make it one less actually for this week. Yeah, okay, I think we'll be able to finish it by next week actually. But yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, guys, well, I'll go ahead and end it here. That'll be for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good